Hi guys! So in today's video, we're gonna play with a little bit of makeup. And you might be thinking right now, Elle, you're a makeup channel. Why aren't you wearing any? Ho, my friends, that is where you are wrong. I'm wearing foundation and I use like a primer spray and stuff, and we are going to test out a bunch of new products from the drugstore. I love doing drugstore stuff because college budget. And they are a brand new collection of products that came out. I picked up a few and I'm excited to put them all to the test today. So since I didn't have makeup on before I started filming, I thought it would be fun to like get ready with you and make like a first impressions out of it and then do wear tests throughout the day like I have been doing in my other first impressions videos, which you guys seem to like. Let me know if you do. So we're gonna do a mini haul for a second. So I went to Rite Aid. So I picked up some of their new collection. They have so many cool things. They're definitely listening to like the makeup trends. They have a makeup setting spray, which is only like $5 and it's in a really cute little bottle. And I would have picked that up, but I just did like some setting sprays in a first impressions and I like will have those for a very long time, so I didn't need one, so I didn't feel like doing that. They have some other things. They have eyelid primers, and I already have an eyelid primer from Wet n Wild that I really love. It's from their Fergie collection. It's like my favorite one hands down, and it's really inexpensive. I don't know if they still have the Fergie collection products. So they have an eye primer. I'm sure that's really good. And then some new mascaras and stuff. So these are the things that I picked up because I either thought they'd be interesting to review or put in a video, or they were just things I needed. Actually, only 2 of them are from the new collection, and 1 I'm pretty sure is just a permanent collection product. So first I picked up the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Lash Primer. Photo Focus is like the name of their new line. A lot of their products start with that. And they're all cruelty-free, which is amazing. I'm trying to switch to more cruelty-free makeup, so I really love that. So this says it will build lashes, fortifies and conditions lashes, promotes lash health, and enhances volume. The packaging is really cute. Has kind of like a word cloud on the side in different colors, so that's really cute. It says it's quick drying, drama, prep and prime. So for application tips, it says prep your lashes with Photo Focus Lash Primer before applying your mascara. So this is 0.27 ounces, and it's in the shade Committed a Prime 849B, which is funny. I don't know if there's other colors. Wouldn't they all be white? So I haven't actually opened these yet. So this is what it looks like. That's pretty cute. It's all chubby and black and white. I like it. And then the other thing, this was actually sent to me through Octoly. If you don't know what that is, I made a whole video about it. I'll put a referral code down below. If you're a YouTuber as well, you can get free products through them, free beauty products. So I'll link all that down below. I was actually also supposed to get their new Color Icon Mega Glow Contouring Palette from Octoly, and these were all going to be in the same video, and I'm pretty sure it got lost in the mail. So unfortunately I can't test that out for you guys. They have some new blushes too, and like powder face products in this new collection. This is their Proline Graphic Marker Eyeliner in bold, and it's 0.08 ounces, again cruelty-free. Draw bold lines with this soft angled marker tip. This marker liner gives you full control for the quickest, easiest graphic application ever! And I love felt tip liquid liners. They're pretty much all I use anymore. It's so much easier. If you think you're not good at liquid liner and you've never tried a felt tip one, try these out. This one has like a chisel tip. It looks pretty intense, so I'm thinking there's going to be quite a thick line with this. It says soft angled marker tip creates a variety of graphic looks. Dark opaque color for bold results. That's important because if the color is like watery or not a true black, it just looks so bad. It says dries quickly, doesn't smudge, and long wearing. So that is amazing. This retails for I think $3.99. What did I pay for the lash primer? $4.99. So that was the most expensive price for anything in the line. I think this, like the eye primer and the setting spray and stuff, were all $4.99. So really, that's not bad. And then I thought it would be fun to test out another product. So this is the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. I really hate the ones I have now. I have a Lorac one, and I have the Maybelline Fit Me, the regular one, and I just don't like them. I didn't realize how picky I was with powder. Some just make your face too matte. Some make it not matte enough. Some just don't last very long. My favorite is the CoverGirl one. I should just, I'm gonna go back to that sometime soon, I'm sure. But I wanted to try this one out. It's only $2.99, and I don't know, the packaging's so cute, and it looks so like professional in studio. It's 0.26 ounces. It says all day wear, radiant weightless finish, Visibright Complex reduces the appearance of wrinkles and rejuvenates skin. So that is nice, and I got mine in the shade 822B Fair/Light, and my boyfriend helped me pick this out. So we're gonna see how good of a job he did. I kind of held up 2 next to each other, and I was like, which one works? And he just wanted to get out of there. I made him go makeup shopping, big mistake. And he was like, no one works better. So hopefully he was right. So we're gonna try this out. I just put on foundation, like I said. I used the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24 Hour Foundation in Shell Beige, which is too dark for me slightly, so it probably looks weird, and I blended it on my neck funny. So yeah, you know, I did a whole review video on this if you are interested in hearing about this product. Probably a little bit of shine. This dries pretty fast and pretty matte, but it just does give me a little bit of glowiness. I'm kind of sweaty because I just ran to go pick up a package and back, so need a little setting. And then I'm going to try these other products and then finish up my makeup, and then I'll do check-ins throughout the day, and we'll find out what I think about these products. I'm going to bust this open. Interested to see what it looks on the inside, because it has like a round thing on the outside, but the inside pan's probably a square, which is stupid because then when like it runs out, you can never get the stuff in the corners. Do you know what I mean? Plus it's really compact and light, so this would be perfect for like throwing in your makeup bag for touch-ups, if I could ever get it open. Alright, so quite difficult to open. Just have my mirror here and a giant fluffy brush from Sephora. It's what I always use for my powders. Ooh, it looks so professional. I like that they used up like all the space, and it's like all pan versus extra plastic area, and there is a nice little sponge for touch-ups on the go, which I like because that gives you more coverage and it's more like a powder foundation. Whoa, it's powdery. I feel like Wet n Wild eyeshadows get very powdery too, but I love them. They're very pigmented, they're very nice. Wet n Wild stuff has impressed me in the past. This powder is going everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, and I put on some concealer too, the Instant Age Rewind, so I'm trying to set the under eye area as well. This is so powdery. That, like, it was much worse the first time I did it. It is kind of canceling out my shine. Gotta set my neck too because it really does not match my skin color with this foundation on it. Powdery mess everywhere. Most pressed powders aren't this bad. It feels like I'm using like a loose powder. Does my neck look more blended now? If that was bothering you before, I'm sorry. Hopefully I fixed it. I'm like literally tapping this off over the trash can. It's so gross. If you're doing this over furniture, like I am now, like cloth furniture, you're probably not getting this off. Okay, so I put on quite a lot of this. This is a mess. I'm just gonna close that. It's quite, wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. I feel like I need to kind of like brush some off my face in areas where there might be too much powder. But other than that, the coverage is really nice. It did mattify. I like it. I like the color. It seems to work. There's not too much pigmentation, or maybe it's just my right skin color. Mattified. My foundation looks a lot better now, less oily, and my skin tone's really even. So I will give you updates on that throughout the day. Right now it is 4:12 in the afternoon, so I will check in on that and see how the oil breaks up. I usually have to touch up 1 or 2 times throughout a day, but since it's later in the day, maybe not as much, maybe only once. I'm not going to touch it up at all, I don't think, unless it looks really bad while I'm out. And yeah, we're just going to test the wear time on this, because some pressed powders are better than others. It looks a little powdery around my nose, but I did kind of do like 2 coats of powder, so I was getting a little powder happy. Ugh, that looks weird. That could be my foundation too. Kind of accentuates and clings to drier spots. Again, my foundation does that as well. Kind of accentuating my pores, which my foundation doesn't do, but for $3 it's not bad. It will set your makeup. We're a little bit closer so we can do the eye makeup. Hopefully I'm still in shot. So now we're going to do the eyeliner. It's in the color Jetliner Black 877. I don't know if they make this in other colors. Ooh, this looks cool. Very marker-esque. Whoa, the tip is a little scary. It's chisel tip. I don't have anything like this. I've had like really chubby ones, but this is like a whole nother level. So I haven't even put any eyeshadow or anything on my lids. I just didn't want to complicate this experiment. So we're just gonna apply this. Oh, actually I should probably do a swatchy first so I can see how it works. Whoa, that's inky. I got to touch it before it dried and it smudged a little bit. But the other half, I'm touching it, I'm not smudging, but that dried pretty fast before it stopped smudging. So I'm a little nervous because it is so big to put this on my eye. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so at first the line was coming out a lot thicker than I wanted it to, but you can also kind of use the tip to really get into the inner corner of your eye where it's harder to kind of taper off your liner and make it look more natural. So the inside corner looks really good. I'm just gonna like fill in this, and it looks intimidating to use, but it's actually pretty easy. I'm just gonna rotate it, see if I can make a wing. Oh god, this could be the kiss of death. I went a little droopy on the edge, but I could always clean that up with a Q-tip or just pretend it didn't happen and go out in public like that anyway. But it was pretty easy to make a wing. You know, like fill in the space between the liner and my lashes. Dries pretty fast to like a matte black, which is nice. I've been noticing that a lot more lately, that kind of the lacquery, more liquidy, wetter looking ones don't look as nice. So attempt to do the other eye, make it match. Oh, I got some on my lower lid. That line I got to be a little thinner when I first started, then it got thicker in the inner corner, which is not what I want. Again, I did the dip too low. Oh god, and I blinked and it like got on my upper lid. That's not usually a problem with liners. They don't really match, but we're gonna pretend they do because they're kind of close enough. If you think applying liquid liner is hard, try doing it on camera with the internet watching. But it does look very intense if you want a really like intense cat winged liner. This is good. I think it was pretty easy to use. The shape's just a little new to me, so it was kind of difficult to control it exactly the way I wanted, but I like the way it looks even though it's like not perfect. Do you know what I mean? I like it. I think that looks pretty good actually, and I'm gonna use this more in the future. It's a little intimidating at first, but once you get used to it, I think it'll be really great because you can use the tip to get really in the corner and get closer to your lashes, and with most liquid liners I don't feel like I can do that. So you can do thick or thin with this, and that was pretty cool. So we'll test the wear of this as well. If I touch the wing, it's a little tiny bit of smudging, but maybe it hasn't completely set. So I'm just going to clean up some spots I messed up a little bit, and yeah. Sorry for the background noise. Literally every time I want to film, my neighbors are being like so exceptionally loud. So last but not least, I'm going to try the lash primer. This is quite a chunky looking thing. The brush is very cool looking. It's all like white bristles, looks very ghost-like, and the formula seems kind of thin because I could brush it off very easily. And then for the mascara afterwards, I'm just going to use one I've been using lately so I can kind of like compare what it usually looks like to what it looks like with the primer, which is the Maybelline Illegal Length Fiber Extensions Mascara, which is amazing for length. Is this one? Volume, length, and strength. Fortifies and conditions, enhances volume. So like everything, it does everything. Okay. Makes your lashes white. Kind of makes them feel very wet, and they're not really clumping too much, which is nice. It looks kind of chunkier in some places, so let's see how well it covers up. You can kind of see the difference between that and my other eye. This looks so ridiculous. Ooh, this tube is kind of squishy. Fun fact. Now I'm going to go in with this. I'm not going to even bother doing this primer on the bottom lashes because that's a lot. Ooh. It's covering it up pretty good. That's always my concern. I'm going to have little bits of white poking through. Huh. They definitely seem longer and like more separated. Like they won't clump. They're all just like standing on their own. They look different. They're more like stick-like instead of volumey. Naturally, I'm getting mascara everywhere it shouldn't be because that's what always happens. There's a little bit of white on the inner corner on this tip of the lash I can't quite get. I'm sure you could just like go in. There, now it's gone. Just peeled it off. This mascara tends to flake, so I wonder if this primer will change that. They're getting a little clumpy. See what I mean? They're not like clumping, like forking in together, but they just kind of like won't touch. And they're much more wet. I don't know, it looks pretty, I'm not complaining, it just looks different than how this mascara usually does. If you use a more volumizing mascara, I'm sure it would be different. This is getting so clumpy. I'm like getting bits of white on my skin. Again, a little hard to get used to. Just like applying regular mascara, but it makes them very like wet. So I could definitely see the conditioning that they claim it does, but maybe conditioning just means make them wet and sticky. Oh, we'll cover the white in this one spot, and then you just have to keep going over it, and then it gets clumpier and more wet. That eye did not turn out as good. Oh, it looks so clumpy and spidery on that lash. I definitely like the first eye I did better. The second one clumped up a little more, and I think it looks a lot different, and the lashes look less long and separated. So I don't know, maybe it's the way I did the primer different. I don't know how I feel about the primer. It worked pretty well on that eye, and this one's just a clumpy mess. So I feel like it just makes your lashes a lot wetter, and whenever I use wetter formulas, I don't really like them because my lashes just stick together. So I don't know how I feel about the primer. Maybe my lashes will look different throughout the day, but I'm kind of on it. I'll have to play with it more. So far I really like the liner. It looks really like intense and dark, and of course that's because it's brand new, but I feel like the tip would be really easy to use, and you can like rotate it and make a wing pretty easily. Mine isn't perfect, but I really like the way it looks. It's really dark and like contrasted to the rest of my face. I like it. And the powder looks pretty good. I still have a little bit of dewiness. It's as matte as I want it to be. So I get oily skin, I have like oily combo, and I don't know, it looks good. It's not too cakey. I'm not gonna use a setting spray or anything. I'm just gonna continue to wear this throughout the day. Now it's 4:28, and yes, I'm going to finish up my the rest of my face, and I'll check in with you guys later. But for now, the powder's pretty good. I like it. I'll have to see what the wear test is. The liner I like a lot, and then the primer, I don't know. Stay tuned for future videos on that. Or maybe I'm just being over dramatic and doesn't look as clumpy as I think, but you know, whatever. Hi everybody! Surprise! I changed my shirt. So it's a little after 9, so I've had everything on for at least 5 hours. I've been running around though. Like if something was gonna come off, it would have come off. I think this is gonna be like my first and last check-in because I'm just gonna be laying around doing homework for the rest of the day. I don't think much is really gonna change. But the powder actually has held up very well. Like my skin looks a little dewy, but it's not oily and gross looking. It doesn't feel really oily or greasy. And my foundation is kind of settled into my smile lines and like weird lines above my lips. I think that could just be the foundation that's been happening with everything lately. So far I really like this powder, especially for only being $3 and feeling really nice, despite being really powdery and going everywhere, and I don't think I'll ever get it out of this chair that I've got it on. I really like it. Maybe you could like spray a makeup setting spray on your powder brush before you put it on so it sticks to it a little bit better and doesn't go everywhere. That's like the only flaw, but I really like the way it applies and wears. I don't think the lash primer has really done anything different wear-wise. Definitely made my lashes look a little wetter. They look different than when I wear the mascara by itself. This eye worked really well, and they fanned out and separated nicely. I guess now I can kind of spread them apart. My eyelashes don't feel like hard and crusty, so it's a combination of the primer and the mascara itself. Primer is like okay. I don't know if I'm like, wow, you need to go out and get it, but if you are someone who might have like smaller lashes or you want them to look bigger and more dramatic, maybe try it. But if you're like pretty okay with how your mascara looks normally, I don't think you really need it. And the liner wore pretty well. It's a matte finish. It's not like glossy. It's not smudging. If I rub it, it smudges a little bit. After all this time, wow, that looks really silly. So don't touch it. It's supposed to be transfer proof though, so it's weird that it does that, but I like it a lot. I'll continue to use it. It's in a really convenient package. I think you can make some really cool wings with it. It takes a little practice. If you're new to like wings and liquid liner, I don't know if that shape is the best, but if you've had a little bit of experience, it's a pretty cool product. The lash primer's okay. I'll have to play with it some more. So that's about where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've tried any of these products, let me know what your experiences were in the down bar, or if you want to go out and get any, or like what other products from the new line you've seen, because there's quite a bit. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you did. More drugstore makeup and first impressions. Let me know what you want me to do a first impressions video of next on next Test It Out Tuesday. Subscribe to join the GlamBAM fam if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. 3, 2, 1, bye!